Welcome to our new series, the 200 Movie Challenge. Our goal this year is to watch 200 movies that we haven't seen yet. If you want to listen to the full podcast where this clip is from, the link will be in the description. Now enjoy today's movie. Welcome to episode 23 of the 200 Movie Challenge. And for those who are clicking on this for the first time, really quick recap. Me and Soto here are trying to watch 200 films combined this year alone, 2025, that we have not seen before. And it's been, we're on pace. We're doing a great pace, so like, I feel like Christmas time, we're going to hit the 200. Terrifier 3, we're looking at you right at the end. But Soto, another week, another 4 films to talk about. Last week we had 4 horror films, and that wasn't even planned. That just fucking happened, because I, like you, I put movies in my, to watch later list, like, oh, I need to see this. And we just ended up, both of us ended up watching 2 horror movies. And I can tell you right now, Soto, I'm going to add 2 more to that list today. I don't, not planned.
More horror movies.
More horror movies. Well, horror genre, but we're going to get to that. Soto, I want to start with you. I started off last week, and we're going to start off with you. What was your movie that you saw this week?
So the movie that I saw this week was Mad Max Furiosa. I had seen that it was leaving Netflix. Typically, if I see something is going to be leaving and I kind of want to see it, I will go ahead and prioritize it. I had been put off in the past by it because it's like 2 hours and 28 minutes or whatever the fuck it was. Yeah. And so I didn't watch it, but I saw that it was leaving soon, and I was like, I've been trying to get this movie on my thing, so let me go ahead and give it a shot. And I had really liked the Mad Max Fury Road movie that was done with Tom Hardy. I really liked that movie a lot, and I really like Charlize Theron and the whole entire vibe. George Miller did a great job. It was very visceral. The action scenes were awesome, and it was a really, really great. Especially a really good theater movie. I really liked it. So I figured, okay, I'd heard some mixed things about Furiosa. Obviously Charlize Theron wasn't a part of it. So it was our girl Anya Taylor-Joy who was all over our movies. And so she was playing the role of Furiosa. It's a prequel to Fury Road. So I'll start off from the beginning. This movie was a fucking drag to get through. It was painful to watch. Now, it's directed by George Miller as well, so the same director is there as the original, franchise, but there was a lot more kind of CG type things going on, and story just didn't really hit me that well. I think Anya Taylor-Joy actually did a great job. She actually kind of sounded like Charlize Theron too, if you can believe that. But I think it's Chris Hemsworth is in this too. And so he had to sort of, I always kind of see him as comedic, especially after Thor and everything. He kind of had some comedic lines. He never really struck me as anybody that was particularly terrifying, but overall, the movie just missed the mark for me. It takes place, obviously, like I said, it's a prequel, so it takes place in the past of this character, and it kind of shows you how Furiosa came up. Have you seen the Mad Max Fury Road? Is that a movie that you've seen, or?
So I was gonna wait until good pause, but I'm glad you brought up. I have not seen any.
Yeah.
Well, not the Mel Gibson, any of the newer Mad Max movies. Not one.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Well, there's
I know
only
a few, but I mean, isn't there like 2, 3?
There's Mad Max Fury Road and there's Furiosa, as far as what I know.
Oh, I thought there was another. I
one.
don't know for sure. I mean, I have not seen. Either way, no, I've not seen Fury Road. For some reason, I thought there was another one, but you know what? It just could have been called Mad Max Fury Road, and because I never really looked into it. But no, I have not seen Mad Max Fury Road. It has not been on my radar.
Fury Road is freaking great. I like it. I enjoy it. Previously, before that, I mean, I actually the Mad Max I've seen the most, because it was on TV all the time, was fucking Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome with Tina Turner. Mel Gibson, Tina Turner, and I watched that movie all the time when I was a kid. Um, and Fury Road. The thing I love about it is that the action feels real, and everything that you're seeing is real. I'm sure there are visual effects in Fury Road. I'm not saying that, but it just felt much more visceral, especially the violence and just the way that everything was done in that one. It just felt more like just I don't know. It just felt it just I was there. And with this one, with the CG stuff, took me out of it. I'm not saying that all CG is bad, but sometimes it can kind of cut it out for me as far as the immersion a little bit. And when you mix that with a story that's kind of blah, it was hard for me to get through this movie, man. I watched it just before we did our Saturday thing, and I was just like, you're watching the movie and you're just like, is this almost over? Because
Hate
how was
that.
this 2.5 hours? It did not need to be this way. And so yeah, it was probably one of the least enjoyable movies that I've seen this year,
Ooh.
um, for sure. So when it comes to ranking it, this may change.
As
Um,
does with our list when we kind of look at it like weeks later. You just, like I said, sometimes with
yeah,
a second
because
gut,
yeah,
it's usually in the right
well,
area, but sometimes, I don't know.
well, you look at your list and you look at it like you were saying last week, like in sections, right?
Yes.
And you kind of like, well, this section is like where that kind of fits, and because as these lists get bigger and bigger, it's like, okay, what grouping is this under? It's not necessarily better than a movie or worse. You're just kind of like it's just in this general group. And as I look at the grouping that it's in, I can already see that I've got to kind of adjust that as well. But for right now, without too much thought into it, I'm gonna put this right below Oppenheimer as my 41st movie of the year. Um, it might go lower as time goes on. I do have to kind of rearrange this. I mean, I did find it more enjoyable than Conclave and The Brutalist, if that says anything. But I may have to kind of move this stuff. But yeah, it felt like bottom 10 for me when I was watching it. I was pretty disappointed with it. Um, Again, there were parts that are definitely salvageable and good, and they're well shot and well acted. But overall, I said this a gajillion times on every single one of these episodes. How you feel when the credits roll is 99% of how you feel about the movie. And when the credits rolled on this movie, I just said, Jesus, that sucked.
Yeah, and it's tough, especially when you have a longer movie. And I hate it when you're just watching a movie waiting for it to end. Like, that's not a joke. I mean, and that's not to go on a rant here, Soto, but might as well. We got a little time to kill, but
Right
I know
ahead.
me and you are similar to this. Like we're watching the movie, and I know we're more doing this for our fun project. But if a movie's that not that entertaining and you really don't care, why can't we just turn it off and be done with it? You're like, fuck this movie.
Oh my God.
But you know what I mean? Because you can't. Because we have to finish it. It's
You
even like
can't.
it's even
Yes.
like a certain part of a video game. Somewhere, but when you hit it, like I've turned off movies maybe in the first 15 minutes, and I could care less. But yeah, I sitting there, and I know I said the same thing, and you're just waiting for this to end. And even when the credits roll, when that's like the most exciting part, when you feel like the movie's over, that should tell you something. That should tell you
It's
like
like a
those.
relief.
It is,
And
and
I'll tell
it
you, I
movies should
think
not
you're
be
you're
that way.
100% right. You're 100% right. Of all the movies that I've seen this year, and this doesn't change my ranking, but of all the movies that I've seen this year, this was a movie that I was just like, do I just stop watching this? Is that okay for me to do? Can I just say that I watched this
You
and
probably
just
could. I
like
wouldn't have known.
pretend? No, but I mean, you start it and then you have to finish it because I saw Slaw from the beginning to the
Yeah,
end.
yeah,
I saw Pro Wrestlers and Zombies from the beginning to the
yeah,
end, and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've seen worse shit. So, but for the last hour of this film, I was like, oh my God, like let's fucking wrap it up. I was not feeling this movie at all, and I can understand now why it wasn't as big as a hit as Fury Road was. It was just bloated bullshit that was totally unnecessary. I didn't think the story needed to be told at all.
Damn. Yeah, no, I just had to look it up. There is only one. I don't know why I thought there was like a second Mad Max. I maybe I just thought they did like a remake of Mad Max and then Mad Max Fury Road was like the sequel, but you're right, that was obviously the first one. But I think that
Mhm.
came out at a time, obviously, well, a lot of these movies did where I wasn't watching or fully paying attention to it. Um but you're
Yeah,
right.
no, I mean, if you had a chance to watch Fury Road, check it out. It's definitely worth it. I wouldn't watch anything out more than that.